Okay, let's talk about making a dado cut on a piece of wood. A dado is when you're going to cut a trough out of a piece of wood. We can't do that on our big saw stop, so we have to go get our small DeWalt contractor saw and set that up. You'll find this in the corner by the shop pot, and you can see it's all folded up. So we need to start by unfolding it. I'm going to use this lever and drop these legs down. You hear them lock into place. And then up here I've got an upper lever, and I release the front legs. And again, those lock into place. Now I'm going to stand up the saw. And ta-da, we have a table saw. We need to put a dado blade in it. I'm going to move the fence out of the way. And I'm going to take out the insert for the saw. I'm going to crank the blade all the way up as though I were making a deep cut, just so I can get in to the operating area of the blade. Taking the nut off, this is lefty loosey, righty tighty. I've got a blade, an outside washer, and an inside washer. This inside washer is actually part of the dado system that someone left in there. That's a no-no. So cancel what I said about that inside washer. Oh, come on. The inside washer is actually already on the saw. So I'm going to put my dado on there. Now the dado we keep locked up in the wood shop lockers, so you have to ask a wood shop person to get this out, but this is the dado blade. I'm going to loosen this nut and open this piece of paper, and this is going to tell me, depending on what width of a dado I need to make, what blades I'm going to use. So let's just say I'm going to make I want to go 1/2 inch. I want to make a 1/2 inch wide dado. I'm going to use 2 blades, 2 chippers, and no spacers. 2 blades and 2 chippers should make me a 1/2 inch wide dado. So these are the blades. I'm going to use 2 blades. I'm just going to set those there for a second. I turn this over, and these are the chippers. So I'm going to take this nut off. I'm going to get out 2 chippers. That's what I am going to use for my cut. Now also for some of these, you will see that for this dimension I need 2 blades, 2 chippers, and 3 of the little spacers and washers. Underneath the chippers here, you can see I've got these thick washers like I found on the saw, but then each of these spacers has a different thickness dimension from about 0.50 up to about 0.01. And so you stack these in different dimensions to get what you want out of your dado thickness. I don't need any of those for this cut, so I'm just going to put them back in here, and I will set this whole thing aside. As I said, I need 2 blades and 2 chippers. So I'm going to start by putting 1 blade on. The rotation is towards me, so I have the teeth facing towards me. And then I'm going to put on my 2 chippers. When I put on my chippers, I don't stack them right on top of each other like this. For one thing, they need to be spaced for the dimension of the teeth. But I like to run them almost opposite each other. So, more like this, 90 degrees apart. Then I'm going to put on my second blade, again, with the teeth facing me. And then you have to look at this because you will make a mistake and you will mount one of these with the teeth facing the wrong way. So double check that all the teeth are facing me. Then I'm going to put on the outside washer. Make sure I got 2 chippers on there, and I do. This is the 3rd chipper that I didn't need. Then I will put the nut back on the saw. As I was saying, this is going to be righty-tighty. Once I can get it to thread. Come on, baby. Then I'm going to grab my crescent wrench, my adjustable wrench. I'm going to size it for this nut. Now, how to tighten this? Interesting question. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the blade. And make sure I have my wrench to the right size. I'm gonna hold the blade and get it as tight as I can with hand pressure. Now, is that super tight? No, but because the blade spins in such a way, the force tightens the nut. The force cannot loosen the nut. When you turn on the saw, it's actually gonna tighten the nut on the blade, so we're always in good shape there. That is how you install the Dado blade on the DeWalt saw, and next we will make a cut. Thank you for your time.